Hey y'all, welcome back to Spirit of the Outdoors. We're gonna run these lines. I believe I got something on this one here. Yeah. If I can keep him on there. So what I did yesterday is he's either feisty or a decent one. Look at him, y'all. Best one I have caught yet. All right, Roscoe, you better watch that job pole. It just wrapped him upside the head. So what I done yesterday, I come down here. Y'all, that is a pretty good catfish. Roscoe done got back here with me. That pole whopped him. Look at there, y'all. That is a decent one. Let me get him back here before I fool around and drop him back in the water. Obviously, I'm still fishing with liver, but I adjusted the height on some stuff. And my problem is that the water is falling bad. It's falling fast, which is a good thing as far as me being able to get around down here and do, to fish, you need the water in the banks. But for catfish, it's preferable that water be on the rise. They seem to bite better. This done caught up a bunch of junk. But now I have been running them for a few days now. I hadn't caught a whole lot. I've caught 2 every time I have run them. I'm serious, 2 fish every time. I have not yet caught one off either one of them job poles. That is the first ones. I moved some lines around. So up here at the magic tree where I always catch some catfish, I added another line to it. So it's got 3 limbs on that one tree. And we fixing to come around the bend and see if one of them is a jerking. If my luck holds, there ought to be at least one on there. I'm looking at the lines. I ain't seeing nothing moving yet, which a lot of times this after dinner, I should have come early this morning to run them, but I'm trying not to run them but once a day, and I don't want to bait them up early in the morning and then have to come back down here in the evening. So when I get up to a line, got something going on, I'll pick y'all up. We're gonna run these. I'm gonna show you some clips from the last few days. Y'all, I wore the same shirt for 3 or 4 days trying to make a video, make it look like it happened all at one time. No, I didn't think about it. I would have done that. I know that's what some folks be doing on their video. Oh, wait. This one limb is moving. We got one fish right here. Oh yeah, let me turn y'all around. Well, I ain't gonna lie, I have a little bit of camera difficulties. The time I got the camera on this string, it ain't moving at all. You'd think they wouldn't have fish on it to save your life. Look at it, just still as it can be, but watch that. Oh, what is that thing? That looks a lot like what we call a mudcat around here. I'm gonna tell you my philosophy about mudcat. In the warm water, I don't want them. Right now, while that water's still cool, they actually pretty good. I am not overly a huge fan of mudcat. Still got bait. We're gonna paddle over here. I got 3 lines right here. And we're gonna check these other 2. Still got bait. That over yonder is supposed to have a fish on it. If there's something bad wrong. I've caught a fish every time I pulled up to that limb. I didn't yesterday though. Or was it day before? One day they wouldn't want on it. Today's the second day that they ain't been a fish on this particular hook. Roscoe, you need to get up yonder at the front. And they still bait on there. I put a crawfish. That's what's going on. They eat I put a crawfish on there, and they got him, and ain't nothing but the tail left. So, there's a head on it. I got a little piece of this right here will merit me another one. I think if I ever get that back out of the way, we ain't gonna be taking a knife out, laying it on no paddle no more. If I ever get my hooks in the right location and the depth right and all such as that, the liver ain't bad bait. I ain't a huge, I'd rather be using live bait. Roscoe got nervous when I run him up there and whopped that limb hook, that job pole, wrapped him upside the head. He wasn't no big fan of me there for a moment. You still love me, Roscoe? You still love me? I still love you. I didn't do it on purpose. We was just caught up in the heat of the moment. Live action, like old Turtle Man says, is live action. Well, I feel something on no Trotline finally. Yeah. Turn y'all out there where you can see. You can't see nothing. Look at that. This is the first one we have caught on the Trotline. And getting him in the boat may be a trip. He is tangled up, looks like. He's and that's a decent one too. Y'all like when I say it's a decent one? They all decent to me. Yes, sir. I got you caught. You wealthy. Give it up. Oh, now easy. He's might worked up now. Let's see. All right, I need that paddle there. Come on. Whether y'all realize it or not, a canoe. Easy. He has tore his head. This is a good one here. I have caught. He's as good as, these are the two best catfish I have caught down here this run of fishing. All my bait's still good on that. I don't know what I caught him on. Looks like my hook, I need to relax my little thing. But hey, y'all, that is a good. I'll pull that up in a minute and redo it. But look at him. Good catfish. I don't know how deep that was. Well, we was to rebait it up anyway. Your old helicopter coming along. In case y'all are wondering, I've been keeping this in the refrigerator at the house. I just set the whole can over in there, get it out when I come down here, cause y'all, I ain't found no good bait. Don't lay that right there. You see, I was tempted to do it. I knew I had that hook right there. While we up here, I got one more hook. And, you don't want to pull that thing up in the boat, will you? I don't know where Roscoe's headed. He's paddling us off out through yonder somewhere. I'll wind up with this in my fingers. That other limb up yonder, I ain't caught one on it. It ain't moved the whole time I've been running this. I just seen it take off. He may have just got on it. I don't know. All right, is there any more that need baiting? No, all of them's got bait. I need to probably, I don't know. It's laying on the bottom is what it's doing. We can't be losing another one of these knives down here. I brought my fishing pole in case of catfishing didn't work out for me. I could see if I could agitate a grinnell or a bass one, but you see that limb hook right up yonder? Now you can see it right there. I like to watch one of them strings. I really like when it does, like old Troy Landry said, tree shaker. When that limb is a snatching and a jerking every direction, that really excites me. Not quite as much as having a grinnell on the end of my pole, but it excites me. Don't nothing get me excited like a grinnell. Let's pull this in and see what he is. Get me paddled up here. Y'all, doing this in a canoe is a whole nother element of enjoyment. I urge you to try, cause you got to paddle this boat around. You ain't got no motor, you know, run up there like I was raised on. And there ain't nothing wrong with a motor. We're gonna do some in the motorboat now that I got a motor. Don give me. Oh yeah, he ain't no gargantuan. Settle down, little fella. Settle down. See, you heard me. Them hooks is tough on a catfish, ain't they? They'll be all mangled up. That's a little old bitty fella, but that is a good eating size. He'll be the best eating one out of the bunch. I'll tell you that. A lot of people, they want to brag to you about them old big catfish that they caught, and big bass and big. And hey, I like to catch a big grinnell or whatever else. And they ain't nothing wrong with that either. Get that hook somewhere where I can cut this bait up. But the fact of the matter remains true that a small fish is better eaten. He just is. Don't let nobody ever tell you that they ain't. Now, you can make any fish good to eat if you're a halfway decent cook. And you ain't got to be Kent Rollins. I don't even know if he cooks fish. You ever seen Kent Rollins cook fish? Every time it gets cool weather, my wife wants to go to cooking soup. I just ain't no big fan of soup. I was thinking about it. I thought about old Uncle Versi. He won a contest. They had a contest, see who could grow off the biggest pig one year, and Uncle Versi won it. And the prize was a trip down to New Orleans, and he'd never went and stayed in one of them big fancy hotels and all, so they sent him down there, and boy, he was living up to, I think it was a Purina feed company that was putting on the thing, and they paid for the rooms. And what they done is they put Uncle Versi up in a room. It had a regular resident that lived in there, but he had an operation that had to be done. It had been scheduled, and they just put him up in that room how they could afford to, had the contest. Uncle Versi didn't know that, but it didn't matter. People come in, clean the room all up. He was in there, and they was pampering him, said, you want to eat and what you want to eat and all this. He ordered him a big old prime rib steak. It was char broiled off of a grain-fed bull yearling. Man, it was a fine steak. He ate it. Had him a big old roll and a glass of sweet tea, and had some dessert. But they asked him, said, you want some soup? No, said, don't want no soup. In a little bit, he finished off his dessert. The lady come by, said anything. He said, I'll have a cup of coffee. And she said, you sure you don't want no soup? Said, we've got some really good soup. He said, ma'am, I don't want no soup. I don't like soups. Anyway, he drank the coffee, went on up to his room, and went to bed. Well, the regular patient that stayed in that room, he had to have a scheduled enema every couple of nights, and it was the night to do it. And the nurses, they come in. Uncle Versi was sound asleep, and now they didn't know that wasn't a regular patient. Man, they come in, done what they had to do, and was gone before Uncle Versi ever even realized that when he woke up, he'd done his, and it was over with. And boy, he was soiled up, and next day he packed his bags. He was ready to go home. The trip was ruined for him. He got home, got off the train, and they was all there to greet him. Uncle Versi, how was your trip? Oh, it was all right. How was the hotel? Nice hotel. How was the food? Said the food was wonderful. Said, now they got a soup. He said, if they offer you the soup, he said, you eat the soup. He said, because they got a way of giving it to you you ain't gonna like. So he felt like they had given him the soup, whether he wanted it or not. Y'all, this is the next day. We down here, I got Brody with me. We running these hooks. Basically, we just baiting them up. Ain't catching a whole lot. Pulling them up. And most of them, what y'all doing behind them trees again? Most of them looking like that right there. Old nasty bait. And I'll let Brody tell y'all what we are putting on there for bait. Brody, what are we using for bait?
Stinky fish bait.
Stinky fish bait. Brody said this was some stinking stuff. Now he is not a fan. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna bring my magnet with me. Found my knife, y'all. It's a little swelled up. We're gonna take it home and do some cleaning up, but I got my knife back. Yeah, boy. I'm happy now. We ain't caught no fish, but the old magnet paid off.
Dropped it in the water.
But we got it, didn't we?
Yeah.
You happy to be in the canoe?
Yeah.
It's a pretty day to be out here paddling around, ain't it? Yep. What's the best way to do things?
It's the way you like to do it.
All right. And that right up there, he's laid up there sunning's what he's doing. Sunbathing, we call it. If he was a woman, he'd have a bikini on. Y'all, we just had a huge hoot owl fly off from right here, and he's sitting right out yonder in that tree watching Brody. I mean, he's probably the biggest hoot owl I have seen in a while. If I can, here in a minute, I'll get him.
I'm sucking my finger.
You see him? I can't see him now. We done drifted behind some stuff. He's right out there. But we right up here to our trot line. And I think there's a fish on it. That looks like it's a jerk in there, right?
I'm sucking my finger.
I don't know if you see him turn to look at you. He's right dead center of your screen right there, right above that snag by them two trees. We're gonna see if y'all can see what's going on from right there. I had this camera set like this, but I can't get where y'all can see Brody and what's going on. We are struggling, ain't we, Mr. Brody? We having fun though?
Yeah.
I wanted to set this camera up this way because I do think we have a fish, and I'm hoping I can stay out of y'all's way. Yeah, there's a fish on there somewhere. Reckon we got a fish, Brody?
Yeah.
You excited?
Yeah. Get him. Get him. Get him.
All right, we're gonna get him. We gotta get pulled up there first. Let me get the lid on my bait, okay? Because I gotta throw him over in here around my feet. What, y'all ain't got no shoes on. Something done tried to eat him, I believe, Brody. I should have got a dip net. Just ease up. All right, we got him in the boat, y'all. I know I probably leaned up and got in y'all's way, but we got him in the boat. All right, Brody, you watch now them hooks. Don't let them come in the boat. Oh, he's on there, y'all. Oh, all right, hold up. That's why I keep this right here too with me. I need to get me a better one possibly.
What's he saying?
What's he saying?
Yeah.
He's saying he ain't happy. Y'all look at that, what a catfish. Brody, turn around and smile at the camera for him.
What's he saying?
He's saying, he said, put me back. Reckon that's what he was saying?
I think he was saying, eat me.
Eat me?
Yeah.
Well, I like what you come up with better. Brody said he was saying eat me. You gonna be all right, I tell you that now.
What's he eating?
If y'all had any doubt about old Brody, he gonna be all right. I'm rebaiting that hook since that one caught us a fish. Hey, we might have another one on there. Reckon?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, y'all. I feel him.
We got another one.
Yeah.
See him?
Oh, now he's a sloshing water up on. Yeah, I feel one, Brody. Oh, look right there, y'all.
We got another one.
We gotta get the boat turned.
We got a baby.
Oh, we got another one up yonder too.
Yeah, we got a baby.
Y'all, the Trotline gonna pay off on. We gotta look. That's a mudcat right there.
We got a baby.
Brody said it was a baby catfish.
Yeah.
That is what we call a mudcat. He said, "Bruh." He might be part bullfrog, reckon.
I see another one.
All right, Roscoe, watch them hooks.
I feel another one.
Ah. Y'all, that is a mudcat. They look just a little bit different. I
feel another one.
You think there's another one on there?
Yeah.
Whereabouts?
Over there on the other one.
We might ought to bait that next hook back up. I got to dig out some.
Look at that baby catfish.
Yeah, I see another catfish up yonder. Boy.
We doing good.
Oh, Trotline's doing good, ain't it?
Yeah. We got one this time. We got another one.
Let me get this hook.
We doing good.
We doing real good now, ain't we?
Yeah.
Oh.
Look at that baby cat.
Just for nostalgia, we're gonna use this knife right here.
What's that?
We're gonna see if it's still sharp after spinning a couple. Oh yeah, it's cut.
What's that baby catfish? We got another
Yeah,
one.
y'all, I'm quite proud to have that back. It's special now. We're gonna name this one Jonah. It's done spent 3 days in the belly of the deep.
What's the baby catfish?
In the boat. I think that's another mudcat we got up there. Fishing with this right here, I was hoping we wasn't gonna just catch mudcat, but I believe we are.
We got one.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Reel him in. Buddy, we ain't got no reel on them. We can't be a reeling with this.
Get him.
We're going, buddy, we're going.
I see his head sticking out.
Yeah, we got to get turned around. These folks that's with us back here on this camera. And we beating them to death with a boat paddle. Can't see nothing. Yeah, that's another mudcat we got up there. He's a little bigger mudcat.
He's a bouncing a fall.
Yeah. Yeah. If we could get our boat turned the correct position, y'all could see him hanging out of the water up there. Yeah. But this boat it refuses to just cooperate. Buddy, we gonna get him. You afraid he's gonna get away?
Yeah.
You excited?
Yeah.
Tell us how excited you are.
Excited.
You gonna grab him and pull him in?
Yeah.
Pull him over in the boat. Grab that line. Pull it over in the boat. There you go. Watch that other hook now. See that other hook? I'm trying to, y'all, I have to.
We're gonna eat this.
Yeah, you keep your eye on that hook right there. Don't let it get in you. Hold that string. Put your hand on that string. Just hold on to it. That way it don't come in the boat with you. Ah.
Yeah.
All right, we got him off.
1, 2, 3, and 4. That's me.
All right, let go of it. We got one more hook, 2 hooks back here I need to replenish the bait on.
We got this one.
We got 2 or 3 catfish now, Brody. y'all, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show some footage from the last couple of days. We'll compile it all. It's all about location, y'all. I don't know what the story is, but I have caught a fish on this hook every time. All right, now, don't they get to flopping like that, you gotta watch that fin and get right up in your leg there. I know y'all can't see that. I try to get that out of there. But look, y'all, I mean, a nice, good cat. We catching them on liver. And I can't get liver to work nowhere else. So I don't know what it is about this hook. Its location. But it is a dandy. I mean, it is a dandy. So. Easy. Easy. I'm gonna cut that half. I don't need all of it. Put one back down in there. Y'all, I'm gonna be honest with you, certain hooks is hitting and certain ones ain't. So, that being said, I'm gonna wipe my knife off and I'm gonna go ahead and put it back down in my holster over here. I ain't gonna be laying it on that boat paddle no more. Found out in their last video that was a big no-no. Won't be doing that. Now what I do wanna check right here, since I'm a kitchen right here, I know about how far that is. I want to know how far that is off the bottom. See, we down right next to the bottom, but we right dead middle of the creek. Well, Todd, guess what I found? Look behind me here. Quite a bit. I believe that's what you was looking for there, is it?
Yeah.
We can't get none today because I got Brody with me. We'll come back and get you some.
Look at that tree, Jesus. Look at that tree.
Y'all, Brody been fascinated right over here with this beaver mansion. And this one really ain't even a big one, but I was gonna let y'all look. It's the other side. That's a root pile right there. I gotta get under this tree, and then I'll let y'all see it. If my camera don't get knocked off here. Brody's beaver hut right there. They got as straight a fishing pole as I ever seen laid over in there. Y'all set the old long pole, and I reckon what they plan on doing with that. That is beaver hut.
Look at that bird.
And there's where they come in and out.
I saw a bird right there.
Right down in there.
Yeah, I saw a bird right there.
Well, y'all, that is our catches for the last couple of days. We've caught a few fish, and we've about worked up to, we got enough to have us a fish fry. Found a knife. Got Brody over to, well, he ain't over to COVID, but we got him back out here in the boat with us. And anyway, we are floating along, paddling our way out. Brody, you got anything you want to say to these people?
Yeah.
Turn around, tell them.
Trees.
Trees? Well, tell them we'll see them next time.
We'll see you next time.
What's the best way to do things?
It's the way you like to do.
That's right. Y'all have a good one. We'll see y'all.
See.